What's up, fellas? So I did the ittiest, tiniest amount of research. Holy shit, why have my fingers look like that? I swear my fingers aren't orange. Oh, it's probably the video effect that I just applied because my window right here, whenever it's actually bright outside, because I'm actually awake at a normal time of the day, my window, it was making it was making everything else way darker because it was focusing on actually. Uh, well, no, now I'm all the way over there. Whatever. Just deal with it. I'm not what you're supposed to be looking at. You're supposed to be looking at the code. Okay. So anyway, I did some more optimization and shaders. Shading. Um so if we go ahead and run this, so this is a 10 by 3 world, so uh the width is 10, the height is 3. And it actually, before I would, if I weren't recording, then it would be loaded already. Because, yeah, there we go. So the 10 by 3 world is bigger than the test world I was using. Now you'll notice the blocks actually have shading on them now. And they're like, now, there's this weird artifacting for the shading that just happens in some places. And, like, that's just the thing that happens. And it'll sort of fix itself. Basically, it's lighting issues. It'll sort of fix itself later on, supposedly. But yeah, that's just lighting issues. But yeah, so this is actually starting to come together as like an actual world. I might actually change up some of the terrain generation settings to make it not be so hilly. But yeah, awesome. One of the biggest optimization things we did, so what used to happen is that all of the chunk borders, regardless of if they were visible or not, would be generated, which would slow down, like it would be rendered, which would slow down the rendering a lot. But what I did was I made it to where only chunks that are actually visible, that are like only faces that are visible to air, or like empty voxels, only those will be shown. So like nothing in here is shown. All of the faces you're seeing, that's because it's rendered outside. But yeah, so you still do have issues like this though, where this is way brighter than it's supposed to be. That's just a thing that'll happen. But yeah, so if I go into here, go into settings, add down to 1. We'll set that to 16, or actually let's just do 10, so we can compare it to the benchmark. Not the 10 and 16 were the two benchmark tests that we did. So like the loading time in the last two dev vlogs. So let's just wait for this 10 by 1 to load. There we go. See, the big problem with the thing that I did though is that if it's not set to 3, then you'll just have like, it'll have valleys, and like if it gets above, I think that, yeah, this would be 32. So like if it gets above 32, then it just doesn't render anything. It's just like a hole in the world. So yeah, that's just a thing that happens. I could fix it, but it's not worth it because the world's not gonna only be one chunk big whenever we're done. It'll be 3 probably. So yeah, there's that one. And then we're gonna do 16 by 1 to compare. But yeah, it in case you didn't notice, the loading times are greatly reduced. And there we go. So yeah, that's pretty much it. All right. yeah, that's pretty much all I have to show. Sorry about my weird camera light, like the colors and stuff. Actually, let me turn off the filter. Color correction filter. But yeah, this is what it looks like whenever I don't have it. Like the window just makes it all so bright. And I don't have curtains. That's why I generally record whenever it's dark. Actually, maybe if I turn off my camera lights, might help a little bit. No, that makes it way worse. Let me turn on my bedroom light on. Turn on my bedroom light. I think that helps a little bit more. Whatever. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Toodaloo.